Hello and welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies. Today we're going to do a unboxing and review of Luke Skywalker. This is from the Force Awakens packaging. This is actually a repack of mission series Luke Skywalker from like a year before. It used to come with I think Darth Vader. I don't know if he came by himself, but now he comes with this new build-a-piece. And since I just had sent him out, I guess let's go ahead and review him. Now he comes in the Force Awakens packaging with Kylo Ren there, his lightsaber, which looks kind of straight. I mean, the beam, because in the movie it's all jagged. It's kind of strange. And then there's a picture of him that really doesn't look like him at all. The artist rendition. It's almost like they morphed his face from the first movie and other movies, and he looks bigger than he should too. And here's the back that tells you how to put together his build-a-piece figures, the other figures in the assortment, Captain Phasma and Kylo Ren. And here's a brief bio on him. It says Luke Skywalker, determined to rescue his captive rebel friends, the young Jedi in training must face Darth Vader and confront the truth of his father's fate. This includes figure and 2 accessories. And UPC code, a whole bunch of stuff, and date code. So these were released on September 4th, 2015, officially, for Force Friday, for The Force Awakens. And let me pop them out, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's what's in the actual package. Once you pop it open, you have a figure, lightsaber, this little backpack thing, build a piece, and a little set of instructions. Shows you can put it on as a backpack. There's Kylo Ren, Captain Phasma stuff, and how to build it. Put Kylo Ren's on Luke's, and Phasma's on top of Kylo Ren's, and it looks like a big saw thing. Like a big circular saw. Alright, so onto the actual toy. Here's the whoops. My camera fell down. Nice. Anyway, here's the build-a-piece. And I do have the other figures in this assortment, so I will get to them eventually. Put this together. Do these move? Not sure. Kind of looks. Yeah, they do. Really? Okay, this is kind of just. I'm not gonna say. Oh wow! Are you kidding me? Okay, this is cool, but in a way, very disturbing. In a way, disturbing because look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. His accessory, his backpack, 8 points of articulation. 8 points of articulation. Oh my gosh. 8 points of articulation. And this, as you're about ready to find out. Okay, 1, 2. This is not a ball jointed head. This is a repack of the older version. So 3, 4, 5. There's nothing else. And he's got a hole in his back. I don't know if the old one had that or not. But that's to put his backpack on, obviously. 5 points of articulation. It doesn't even have a swivel head. His working holster there doesn't actually work, I guess, because it just fell out when I moved it. Or maybe it does, sort of. If you want it to get down in that hole, it's very strange. This would have to be deeper. The actual holster itself. It doesn't. Well, as long as you don't mind it being a little warped. I mean, you have to really push it down in there to push it down real good. It'll stay, but it doesn't look right. It's kind of slanted and a little crooked. Now, a lot of these have really sloppy hair. I mean, the hair looks really bad on the majority of these, but it's because they put so many different types of shading on it, which is kind of strange for a 5 POA figure. I guess because this is a re-release, they really wanted to do them right or something. I guess, but they don't do it right. A lot of them have the lighter tone on the front of his face, which makes it look like it's actually part of his skin, which can really screw up the look of it. But this particular one looks alright. I only have 2 of them that I've had. I've had multiples of these ordered online, and there's just so many of them. I ordered like 10 of these, or maybe not that many, but I've had something like that. Maybe 2 or 3 of them looked good enough to open and display. Because I actually sell these too. So when they first came out, I was selling them. But okay, so as far as this figure goes, I tried to pick the best one, and I don't see any flaws with it. Really, let me see something. No, no, no. I opened. There's like 8 points of articulation on this accessory. That's crazy. And the way they packed this lightsaber, it's straight as a board. There's no warping there. It's kind of surprising because this is double on the bottom and on the top. Let me see. I don't want to bend it or break it, so I'll just cut it out. There we go. Wow, that didn't help much. Okay, there we go. And so his lightsaber is straight. And the review I just did a minute ago, let me see something. No, that's paint. A minute there, I thought it came out. Does it? No? Darn. Oh well. Like I was doing this review on her a minute ago. See, she's got those hooks. Wow. Those look almost like they're more for decoration than actual functionality. Because look at the size of that. It's like a pinpoint. Look how big that is. I don't even fit. Maybe a little. But I'm gonna scratch the paint off of her though. Probably. I think I just did. A little bit. I definitely want to get a bigger lightsaber to do that with. This one doesn't have any paint. There's the Darth Vader. That looks way huge. I don't even know if you can see that right there, the little hook. I just showed you guys in the review. There's no way. So that's kind of pointless to put that on there if it has nothing to hook onto, because that just makes it look funny. It is somewhat accurate though. I mean, his lightsaber does actually have that though in the movies, but not that big. Let's see. That arm just looks like it's screaming for a lightsaber. It's the way it's. Now he has a bit much wider grip. It looks like than Darth Vader did. That I showed you guys in the last review. Now this one's smaller. This one's bigger. So his gun has a relatively small handle. So I'm going to say that the gun really should go in this hand. Yeah, and it fits real tight. Perfect. And so the lightsaber, this is so big and bulky, should probably go in this hand. Might want to squeeze it a little bit, just make sure. So there you go. Good old 5 points of articulation, Luke Skywalker. Now, let's see about his backpack. I don't even remember how this goes. Oh, yeah, I think it's supposed to go this way. So, yeah, that's what it showed in the Gilly Kebabber. Hold up. I move these things around. So I'm going to do that. Wow, that's a really, really tight fit. It ain't going to go nowhere. That's for sure. That sucker's plugged in pretty deep too. So, not sure what these are supposed to be. At least not as a backpack, at least. I don't know. Lights? Who knows? But it fits him very, very tightly. These look like they're supposed to be blasters. Or if you could pretend, I guess they're like jetpacks. Fly through the air. You can move them backwards actually while he's still wearing it. I mean, these things actually can go all the way around. Move it like that. That looks a little bit better than all that stuff hanging down. And then maybe these got little clips. I don't know what those clips are for, but they could hold a lightsaber and a blaster in them too. I really wanted them to. It's about as far as back as these will go. But these will go, this will go back. Ah, there you go. That looks kind of cooler. Ah, there you go. See, that. You could put like some guns in here, maybe. I mean, this is not like Empire Strikes Back at all, but you could, I don't know, maybe find some stuff to put in there. See, here's Darth Vader's lightsaber. See? That sucker fits in there just fine. He'd be like a General Grievous. A whole bunch of lightsabers on there. Or something. I don't know. I guess you use your imagination. If you're a kid, you figure something out. That's for sure. That looks way better. I think that backpack looks way better like that. And it looks way better than the 9 Num one that I did a review on. Almost as good as that little, the new, ground crew trooper from the Rogue One. It comes like a jetpack. Alright, so I actually did a review on him a long time ago, but I don't think I posted it yet. Still posting stuff from September, those little mini pops and stuff. So, on this figure, I guess for 5 points of articulation. You know, this thing really has a lot of play value with that backpack. 8 points of articulation on the backpack. This holster, a little weird, but it works. It holds this gun really tight. The lightsaber didn't hold so tight, so you got to be careful with that. Maybe if you put it in that hand and put his blaster in here. Not even sure that would work because his saber is kind of big and round. I don't know. I think it will work. I don't really want to mess with it. I don't really even like changing out their weapons, and I just like put them once, just to display them. I don't like rubbing off all the paint, but yeah, this got a lot of play value for a kid. This would be like a perfect 10. And maybe, you know what, for the Hasbro, it might be the very first time I give it real close to a 10, because the only problem was maybe he needs another hilt so he can hang it on there, because that is screen accurate, so I guess maybe I can't really take off points for that. Now, it would be better if his hilt, detached from the blade and you could hang it on there, because he does have a holster. But it almost seems like we're asking too much for this Luke Skywalker, because what he does with all of this going on, and if he didn't have this and he had that hole in the back, kind of look weird. I have to give him like an 8 or so. But he's doing a lot of stuff here, and it's kind of rare that we get that much stuff out of one single carded figure, especially in the the 5 point of articulation line. And these are, you can get them relatively cheap now too, because they don't make them anymore, and they probably will be going up in value pretty soon, because they don't make these anymore, the Force Awakens stuff. So the longer you keep it, longer, more it'd be worth probably. But I'm just trying to think of a rating and what to give it. I'm gonna give him a 9.5. Let's see. You stand this big old backpack on him. All this gear. I think he will, but you just gotta find the right position. It'll be kind of hard to be knocked down. The thing is, though, if you stand him up against something, obviously, it'd be a lot easier because of the backpack. But, I mean, he has full range of motion for 5 POA. I don't know, for as much as you're getting for the price you're paying compared to the other figures, this is a 10. I'm going to have to say it's a 10, just because it's giving you so much more than what the other ones give you. 8 points of articulation, accessory, working holster. He holds his weapons well. It's, there's unlimited play value with this, with all the stuff that you can do with this thing. And this particular one has a great paint job. So this might be the first, but I'm going to have to say, for the amount that you're getting out of this compared to the rest of these that come in these little things, I'll go ahead and I'll give it a 10. Kind of surprised, because, the likeness isn't really all that bad. It kind of looks funny from the sides, but head on, I can see a little bit of Luke there. It does kind of look a little bit like not really like the picture, but it does kind of look a little bit like A New Hope, but he kind of a little morphed. His face is maybe a little too thin on the cheek sides. I don't know, something about it. But I'm just going to say it's a 10 just because of all the good stuff that it does. So that's my review for the, it just says Luke Skywalker, Star Wars, actually it says Empire Strikes Back on the back. So the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back from the Force Awakens assortment. Luke Skywalker, September 2015 figure. Good job. Could have been a little bit better. This, the lightsaber stuff, but they did pretty good. See you next time.